Since Charlie's death, Erika Kirk, his widowed wife, has risen to become the CEO of Turning Point USA, which is one of the most powerful political groups in the United States. In our last video, we dug into her past. The modeling, the reality shows, the dating, despite claims to the contrary. But there's something we overlooked last time. The roommate who she mentioned.
What I'll say is, when I lived out here, I was here for 5 years. I never dated here because I saw vicariously through my roommate how terrible it was.
So who was this roommate? Well, turns out her roommate is not just some random person. It is actually a family member who is going to unlock for us an entire family tree that upends her well-curated image and potentially expose her connection to a complex network of financial fraud, casino gambling, and foreign influence, allegedly. And before we dive in, I just want to say that everything I'm about to tell you is verifiable. It's in the public domain. You can look it up for yourself. None of it is speculation.
Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. What Jason Lee is about to expose about Erika Kirk is one, factual information. This isn't made up, but there's a very good possibility. Do we really have to say possibility? But for the sake of argument, I'm gonna say possibility that Erika Kirk is part of the mob. And this is the reason why Erika Kirk acts the way she does. She's part of the mob. So hit a like button, play the like button song, and we'll be right back. Let's get it.
Everybody hit the like button. 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 If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be acting afraid. What? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be acting afraid. Drop your city in the chat.
Drop your city in the chat. Drop your city in the chat. Let's go. Drop your city in the chat. Let's go.
Let me know you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city. Wet. Drop your city in the chat. What? Drop your city. What? Drop your city in the chat. Drop your city in the chat.
Okay. I came across this video, and some of y'all sent it to me from Jason Lee. I absolutely love Jason Lee's research. So all of this goes straight to Jason Lee because he's freaking amazing. That man does so much research. I would say Jason Lee and Barron are the two top people that is in this research thing. Like, they are amazing. So we're about to talk about Erika Kirk being part of the freaking mob. Adjacent to it, something. We'll see what it is, but this is absolutely crazy. But let's keep going and make sure to hit the thumbs up button and drop your seat in the chat.
Then Franz V, with her roommate at the time.
Okay, so we're talking about Erika Kirk and her. See, the thing about it is, I keep saying Erika Kirk is either an idiot or either she's a genius. And y'all tell me which one is which. But Erika Kirk keeps opening up her mouth and exposing herself literally every time she talks. She keeps going on all these interviews, and she thinks she's helping herself. She's only making her whole life worse, because there's a huge secret behind Erika Kirk. And part of the secret, we already know about it, you know, the Romanian angel stuff. But now, because of her, we're now realizing that this woman is in some type of adjacent way a part of the mob. This is why she looks at the screen, says, she has these looks on her face, and she turns around and says, whatever. You know, she does something with her eyes. You know, I had sunglasses on. She was like, and it's partly because in her mind, she's like, these people don't know who I am. Do you know who I am? And she shows it in her body language when she goes up like this and with the eyes, or I'm not even talking about when she says stop. I mean with the eyes, because in her mind, she's a lunatic, but nobody knows she's a lunatic except for her. So it's like, she's like this, and everybody's like, what are you doing? And she's like, and they're like, ma'am, what is wrong with you? And she's like, I'm a part of the mob. Don't you know? No, we don't know. So we're not scared of you. So she thinks somebody's afraid of her because in her mind, people are afraid of her because she's a part of the mob. But nobody knows this, so nobody's afraid of her. So now we're afraid of you because we know now you're a part of the mob. Now we get it.
Verifiable. It's in the public domain. You could look it up for yourself. None of it is speculation. This is Erika Kirk, then Franz V, with her roommate at the time, Nicole Rothstein.
Merry Thanksgiving to you. Merry Thanksgiving to you. Merry Thanksgiving to you.
And Nicole Rothstein, as it turns out, is her cousin. How do we know that? Well, she responded to this clip featuring Erika Kirk talking about her Shabbat Shaloming. And she responded by saying, quote, as her cousin, who is fully Jewish, half of her family is Jewish. While she herself is a Christian, she has celebrated many Jewish holidays with our side of the family and highly respects the Jewish religion.
So stop right there. Nicole Rothstein. This may not have anything to do with anything, but I think it has everything to do with everything. Does anybody know a famous character in a movie named Sam Rothstein? I'm going to give y'all a second. Who is a famous character? Sam Rothstein. Does anybody want to guess? I wish I had some Jeopardy music. Who is Sam Rothstein, or what character is Sam Rothstein in what movie? Hold on, I think somebody said it. I'm gonna give y'all a second. Somebody said it already. Okay, but I want to give the first person who said it their props. Casino, the movie Casino. Casino. Sam Rothstein is the character in the movie Casino. Guess what? It was an actual real life character. They probably changed the name Sam, so it wasn't Sam Rothstein, but the Rothsteins actually ran casinos. Robert De Niro. Okay, yeah. So y'all get it. Who would, like, everything having to do with Erika Kirk has something to do with something crazy. So Sam Rothstein was a real damn person? We got to keep going. We got to keep going. So Nicole Rothstein is Erika Kirk's cousin. Just keep that in mind.
You see the name and handle, Nicole Rothstein. Now, I'm glad I archived that because if you go and look for that Nicole Rothstein account right now, I'm pretty sure it's no longer there. Now, Nicole Rothstein's father is a guy named Arnold Rothstein, who you could see in this Instagram post is sitting next to her. And Erika Kirk writes, there's something powerful about God's strategic planning when it comes to the people he has surrounding you. How blessed I am to have individuals like Uncle Alan in my life that are filled with spirit. Now, this is where things start to get pretty interesting because the next logical question would be, who is this uncle of hers, Arnold Rothstein? Well,
Arnold Rothstein. Arnold Roth. This is crazy. And I just want to say, I dropped a link that I just put in the chat. There's a good possibility that this video is going to get demonetized because we're talking about, the mob and all this, the J word stuff or whatever. So if you don't mind, can you please make sure to donate to the channel? And this isn't about money, but it's about time because, you know, I do my YouTube shows and I get paid for them. But when I do these type of YouTube shows that I don't get paid for them, I don't get paid for them. And it makes me not want to do them or steer away from them because I don't get any money from it. So if you, the audience, would like to see more of these deep dive videos where I knowingly am going to get demonetized when I do the video, it would help me immensely if you donate to the channel. Cash App is scrolling. Well, Cash App is right here. You'll see a Cash App, $AARON 1000, or Super Chat. And if I get 5 Super Chats over $10, I will play the Everybody Loves to Hate Candace song. Some of y'all heard it, some of y'all haven't. So I'll play the Everybody Loves to Hate Candace song, the song that just came out, that I just came out with, if I get 5 Super Chats over $10.
I was able to find this SEC document that lists one Alan P. Rothstein, and I've confirmed that this is the same person. And here it describes him as a member of the board of directors of this company called Innumerable, which will come up later. So remember that name. He's also owned another company called Shazoom LLC. Remember that as well, a business funding company. And from 2002 through 2007, Mr. Rothstein was the co-founder and chairman of a company called Nano Dynamics Incorporated. Now,
so this person says it's not about money equals is all about the money. No, what I'm saying is if I don't get the money here, I got to get the money here. So it's not about you giving me money. It's about the fact that I am without money because of this content. And if I keep being without money, I'll stop doing a certain type of content. And these deep dives, I think, are very important to the community to help people understand who these people are. But they're slightly dangerous because I get demonetized. So it's a money not over here versus money over here versus money not over here or not over here. Then it'll make me say, I'm not going to do that video. I'll do something else a little bit more safe. So I do unsafe videos and I get demonetized like a mug. That's what I'm saying.
that sounds all pretty impressive, but as it turns out, with a little bit more digging, Mr. Alan Rothstein, Erika's uncle, may have been quite the sketchy guy. For Nano Dynamics, it looks like he was sued in bankruptcy court. And from what I'm told, in bankruptcy terms, when a trustee sues a director or a founder like Alan Rothstein, it is believed typically that person may have taken money out of the company improperly before it collapsed. And then remember the company Innumerable, which he served on the board of directors.
Y'all keep that in mind. It's called a rug pull, where you invest money into a company and then you push the company out there knowing the company is going to fall over. It's kind of like if I come out with a Mr. Let Go coin or something and I'm like, let's go, let's go, let's go. This coin is going to go through the moon, you know, like in with Coinbase, right? And next thing you know, everybody starts investing into the coin and it gets to like, $200,000. And I know the coin can't sustain itself. I pull out your $200,000 or whatever, and then the coin flops, and then everybody's money is gone. So that's kind of like what he's saying. So these are fake shell companies where people invest in it, and then they do something called a rug pull.
And may have taken money out of the company improperly before it collapsed. And then remember the company Innumerable, which he served on the board of directors. That was apparently a penny stock that traded on the OTC markets before also going bankrupt. And then there's this company Shazoom LLC, which if you remember is a business funding company. And based on my research, it seems like Shazoom LLC has almost zero footprint, no major client reviews, no press releases of funded deals, no industry presence. And for a quote unquote business funding company to have no track record of funding businesses suggests it might be just a shell company, a vehicle.
How in the world can you be a business funding company and you haven't funded any business? Y'all see what I'm saying? This is what the mob people be doing. This is crazy. This is crazy. They use these shell companies to hide money to do things with it or illegal things with it.
used to move money around rather than conducting actual commerce. So pretty interesting
Right.
who Erika looks up to. And the Rothsteins, I'm just going to add, is a pretty famous crime family in American history.
If you look up the 1919 World Series, it says that the Cincinnati Red Stockings won the 1919 World Series. There's no asterisk. But then those numbers require you to tell a story about the Chicago White Sox, known to us forever as the Black Sox, who took money from Arnold Rothstein and other gamblers to throw the 1919 World Series.
Arnold Rothstein.
I ain't gonna lie. I think the Seahawks-Rams game had something to do with something, because if y'all seen the Seahawks-Rams game, that was the dumbest game I've ever seen in my life. And it just, in my years of watching the NFL. And the first thing I thought was some mob person or mafia person pushed somebody to do something, whether it was the refs or somebody, in order to get the Seahawks to win. And it really just like grinded my gears just watching that game, because before the game was over, I kind of like already knew that the Rams were going to lose, because somebody wanted the Rams to lose due to some of this type of stuff, bribing people to blow the game or something like that.
Rothstein, nicknamed The Brain, was an American racketeer, crime boss, businessman, and gambler who became a kingpin of the Jewish mob in New York City. Rothstein was widely reputed to have organized corruption in professional athletics, including conspiring to fix the 1919 World Series. He was also a mentor of future crime bosses Lucky Luciano, Mayor Lansky, Frank Costello, Bugsby Siegel, and numerous others. Interesting.
And remember, Erika Kirk was from Arizona, Phoenix or whatever, but she recently said she spent a lot of time in New York because she has family in New York. So there's two families. There's a Jewish side of her family and there's a European side of her family. The European side of her family is on the West Coast. The Jewish side of her family is in New York. So just keep that in mind.
Family history, I would say, for the all-American girl next door. Oh, but the rabbit hole gets even darker when we look at another family connection. This is Erika's aunt, Carla Solomon, née Franzvi. This family connection is even more wild, so buckle up here. This is the obituary for Carl Kenneth Franzvi, who is Erika's grandfather. I just want to make sure that these connections are established using credible sources. Here you could see Erika.
And I put his whole video under this video in the description, just in case you wanted to watch the whole video, because it's not the whole video. So this is Jason Lee, 5149 with Jason Lee. So go show him some love, because like I said, he's a great researcher.
Listed as one of his grandchildren. And you can see here under children, there's Kent, who is Erika's father, and Carla, who is Erika's aunt, which we'll get into right now. According to Clark County records, Erika's aunt, Carla, married a man named Jack D. Solomon. And as it turns out, Erika's uncle, we'll call him Uncle Jack, was the target of a federal investigation on casino-related stock fraud. So overall, what these
casino-related stock fraud. Remember, Sam Rothstein was depicted by a character. His name just wasn't Sam. The Rothsteins, if you remember the movie, let me know if y'all remember this. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember that Sam Rothstein was in Vegas, but he reported to the boss in New York. I just want to make sure in the movie Casino, remember Sam Rothstein made all this money and he had to send the money back to New York. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember that. And the people in New York started getting mad because whatever was going on in LA, I mean, not LA, in Vegas, they actually said, hey, we gotta be more efficient. So the New York mob sent old boy out there to help Sam Rothstein, the short guy. What's the name of the short guy? Al Pacino. No, Al Pacino was Sam Rothstein. What was the short guy's name? Damn, the muscle. What was his name, y'all? Hold on. What was Sam Rothstein's muscle in the movie Casino? Nicky Santoro. Yeah, Joe Pesci, but his name was Nicky Santoro. So what happened was Sam Rothstein, which was a real person, was out running a casino in Vegas. But he was sent from New York to do that. And so I'm just letting y'all know, the Rothsteins, even in the movie, was from New York and not from Vegas. So what happened was he needed muscle. So they sent Nicky Santoro from New York to go help out Sam Rothstein. And he sent all of his money to the New York mob. So all of this from the casino movie is depicted from Alan Rothstein and Albert Rothstein and all these Rothsteins connected to Erika Kirk. I never knew that. I never freaking knew that the Rothsteins were real mob figures in real life.
Documents prove is a 20-year pattern. You see, back in the 80s, it was casinos. And then here in the 90s, it was biotech. But in every decade, the tactic is the same, which is to use family and connections to manipulate markets. And now, Jack D. Solomon's niece-in-law, Erika Kirk, just so happens to be running one of the largest political, or maybe the largest political youth organizations in the United States, with hundreds of millions of dollars flowing through the organization. I just
want to say this. Doesn't it all make more sense now? There's a possibility that they got them whacked and not IHOP. There's a huge aspect of this now that has just been introduced to this case. You have IHOP, but now you have the mob. And the first thing I thought to myself was, how in the world did Charlie Kirk get put in a situation like this? He's a terrible judge of character. Everybody in Turning Point USA, they're weirdos and they're idiots. And then the wife he chose was part of the mob? Like, what in the world? Shout out to Patricia. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Shout out to Egon 4482. Costa Nostra. Yes. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Appreciate the effort. Thank you. Venmo. Oh, I got that Venmo video. I got it. I know exactly what you're talking about. I got it. I got the Venmo video. I'm gonna play that after this.
I want to remind people that about a week before he died, Charlie Kirk sent out this internal memo calling for a quote-unquote Doge-style investigation or audit into the finances of Turning Point USA. So perhaps.
And right there's a possibility that that's the reason why he got whacked. We sitting around talking about IHOP, which may have had something to do with it, but the Doge-style audit may have opened up things that Erika Kirk's family was doing with Turning Point's money, like, mob stuff, and not just Tyler Boyer just doing stupid stuff. And remember, I said Tyler Boyer himself has connections to the KGB, which is in Russia, and the Ukrainian government. So I'm willing to say this entire thing with Turning Point USA is just all mob and the Costa. I don't want to be putting people in it. I'm just going to say Costa Nostra, but I don't want to add the mafia, because the mafia and the Jewish mob are two different entities. All right. The mafia is Italian. The Jewish mob is not Italian. So I don't want to just be putting stuff in. So I think the Cosa Nostra was Italian. So I don't want to just be saying stuff, and it's, I don't want to just be adding people to stuff. Charlie didn't trust Erika. He was catching it. Exactly.
Charlie suspected that something nefarious, something shady might have been going on within the company's finances, and he wanted to find out what it was. We don't know that for sure, but it certainly seems very plausible. Did you guys find it kind of interesting that TPUSA is aggressively, almost militantly pro, more so than it is sometimes?
He said pro IHOP,
pro America.
We've been to Israel twice together. And to be able to walk in the place where our Lord walked and see the Bible come to life in Technicolor, how could you hate that place?
So just summing everything up, if you trace back through her family tree, on one side.
All right, so I'm gonna put this up on a big screen so y'all can read it yourselves, because I think this is very important right here.
Life in Technicolor. How could you hate that place?
So just summing everything up, if you trace back through her family tree, on one side.
All right, so as you can see, this is her family tree right here. You have casinos and influence over here, and you have what is that? The thing is blocking it. Something in tech. I think it's, I don't know. Arnold Rothstein over here, and then you have Jack Solomon over here. And then at the bottom is where they are.
Side you have the Rothsteins, and the other you have the Solomons, both each with a long and storied history connected through her roommate and cousin Nicole Rothstein and her aunt Carla Francevy, later on Carla Solomon. And sitting right in the middle of everything is Erika Kirk, the new CEO of Turning Point USA. So I'll ask again, who is Erika Kirk?
Check this out, y'all. He asked, I delivered. This is who Erika Kirk is and who she's some kin to. It's even bigger than the mob.
Is Erika Kirk.
American Bank Company. They have something to do with the actual dollar, y'all. Like, this might be the most powerful family that I've ever heard of in my entire life. That's her father. So Carl Francevy, her mom, then she gets with Charlie, who becomes powerful, her grandfather, her uncle, yo, this is crazy. Raytheon, that's who Erika Kirk's mom is involved with. Lori Francevy went to college with all of these people. How can you go to college with the vice president of Lockheed Martin? Bro, this is crazy. And that's what I'm saying. This is bigger than a mob. This is about war. This is about fighter planes and fighter jets. And this is crazy.
Is she just an innocent widow who has now been thrust into the limelight because of the tragic death of her husband?
Hell no.
That's it.
Or is there maybe something more going on here?
And this is what I'm saying right here, y'all. Like, we are looking at Erika Kirk like, what is wrong with this goofy ass woman?
Who has now been thrust into the limelight because of the tragic death of her husband.
This right here, this is what I'm saying. People are looking at this woman like, yo, what is wrong with this goofy ass woman? Why is she sitting there like, stop? You know, just with all these, with these eyes. It's possibly because in her mind, she's a demon, but nobody knows she's a demon. So everybody's laughing at her while she's doing this and saying stop and all this other stuff like this. But she's really a demon and nobody knows it. And we are laughing at her like, ha, 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 ha. She said stop. She might actually be somebody who can just snap her fingers and get somebody whacked in real life. Bro, this is crazy. All right, so let's move on. I got something else that's very crazy. So put a 1 in the chat, because some of y'all probably didn't see this video, but I just want to see who's in here. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember me doing a live stream about a mob boss that was trying to tell Candace to stop. He made multiple videos about Candace Owens. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember me talking about this random mob boss that got online and just started going off on Candace. All right, some of y'all were here. Okay, so here's a guy right here. Guess what? I now can see why this mob boss that came from the Colombo crime family was going online talking shit about Candace Owens. Because he's a mob boss, just like Erika Kirk's, I don't know, grandfather, uncle, or whoever the hell. Everybody is, this is crazy.
I'm going to find out what your true motivation is with all.
So this is a Colombo mob boss. I'll give y'all his name in a second. I forgot his name, but I'll give y'all his name in a second. But he's an actual mob boss from the Colombo crime family, and he keeps making videos talking shit about Candace. And y'all actually don't think Candace has her life threatened in real life? Listen.
Candace Owens, now we're going to find out what your true motivation is with all this Charlie Kirk, TPUSA conspiracy speculation you've been putting out there for the past several months since Charlie's tragic murder. You said that if Erika Kirk told you to stop, that you would stop. Well, this morning, very clearly, on Fox News' Outnumbers, she did just that. Now, she didn't mention your name. She has too much class for that.
So somebody said, what is a mob? The mob is the gangsters, is it's not the mafia. The mafia is adjacent to the mob, but the mob is not the mafia, but the mafia is an example of a mob. All right. It's called organized crime syndicates. All right. So they're not always the same, but they're organized crime syndicates. That's what the mob is. But if you heard of the mafia is not the mob, but that's an example of a mob.
She said those people, or that person who's making hundreds of thousands of dollars on putting out all this speculation about my husband and about TPUSA, it needs to stop. Contrary to what you've been putting out there, that you're the only person that Charlie really believed would ever get to the truth. That's not true. She said straight out, she and TPUSA have been working with the authorities, that no stone is being left unturned to find out what really happened here.
So the guy's name is Michael Franzese, not Franz V, but Franzese. Michael Franzese. He's an former American mobster. Let's see. He was a capo in the Colombo crime family and the son of an infamous mobster named Sonny Franzese, known for his lavish lifestyle and involvement in major fraud schemes, but at some point he later left the mafia. there's a reason why he's like just coming out making all these videos, because it's a good possibility that he can say something without any blowback. But Erika Kirk's mob ties, they probably are still part of the mob. See, he's not a part of the mafia. See, he's part of the mafia. He's not part of the mafia no more. So he left the mafia. So him being an ex-mafia member, he can go online and, you know, talk to Candace and say, hey, you might want to let this go. But somebody that is presently part of the mafia or the mob can't. So he was probably asked to say something.
She said, you don't know what's really going on behind the scenes. You have no clue. And we all know that. You're just putting all this stuff out there because you're making money on it. She said it. She knows it. Well, let's see if you're a person of your word. She's getting death threats. And let me tell you something, Candace. If you really, really cared about her and finding the truth, instead of disrespecting this woman, why didn't you go to her early on and say, listen, I have a big platform. I can help you. If you believe something else is going on here, let me help you. Instead of disrespecting her and everybody else and doing what you're doing, and we all know why. We all know why, Candace. You're not fooling anybody.
Why?
So why don't you just leave it alone, keep your word, and go after, you know, Trump, and go after evangelical Christians and Protestants and the Macrons and Israel and everybody else that you're going after. Go after all of them and leave this woman and Charlie's legacy alone.
So Jody says, I am Italian. Half of my family is in the mob. You can't get out with your life without going to jail. Jody, can you elaborate on that? Because there's a lot of people that left the mob. Are you saying the only way you can leave the mob if you do prison time first? So if you go to prison, that's the only way for you to be able to lead the mafia? Is that what you're saying? Because I've heard about plenty people that are no longer in the mafia. Is it because they had to, you know, because the thing about it is they're underground now. Okay. I was just checking. All right. Because my whole thing is, if you I don't know. It's just so technical. And I don't really want to say the wrong thing and turn around and get myself whacked. So shout out to Eric. Charlie didn't trust Erika. He was catching on. Thank you, Lacey Ann. I appreciate you for the $20 super chat. Remember what Erika said. I don't believe in coincidences. I totally agree. These coincidences are a mile long. Go Max. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Lacey. I definitely will. You're right. She's the one who said it. So we need to listen to Erika and see that none of this stuff is a coincidence. Was Erika's ex-boyfriend at Fort Hakakua or whatever? We're going to get into that. I got a video about that also. So we're going to get into that too.
Why don't you be a person of your word, and let's see if you're going to do that now. You said it. The same way you said you'd meet TPUSA anytime, any place, anywhere, but that's changed. Let's see if you can keep your word this one time and just leave the woman alone and let her do what she's supposed to do for her.
See, this is like some Uncle Vinny stuff. He's like an unk to Erika.
Husband and her family. Let's see what happens at this point. Well, as her husband, why would you let it get to that?
And then he comes back and does the same thing all over again. So I'm like, yo, why is this dude, this big old mob boss, why is he sitting around online talking mess? It's because he was possibly asked to, because he's the only one who can, because he's no longer in the mafia and everybody else still is.
Point. Why wouldn't you sit her down as your equal, your wife, and say, listen, I'm worried about you. Enough is enough. If the government is hiding something, she's not going to uncover it. We couldn't uncover John F. Kennedy's true assassination. And I know there's a lot more to it. It's been 63 years and we can't get to the bottom of it. Martin Luther King, the same.
Thank you so much, Isaiah. Thanks for the Sunday show. I appreciate you for being here. Y'all could be anywhere else, but y'all are choosing to be here with me. So I appreciate y'all for being here, as well as accepting appreciation for doing the show. I appreciate y'all.
Thing. Robert F. Kennedy, the same thing. Jimmy Hoffa, the same thing. If people don't want you in power to get to the answers, you're not going to get to it. Period. She's not going to do it. If the United States government, like she alleges, and the Israeli government, like she alleges, is behind this in some way, you're not going to prove it. It's not.
See, he's like, you're not going to prove it. I know. I was in the mafia. We got away with all kinds of stuff, and we paid off this person and that person. So if they don't want you to know, you're never going to know. That's literally what he's saying.
Not going to come out. So why are you doing all of this? What's your end game?
That basically every person who speaks about Israel has to basically say a statement that's like, you know, I don't want to get killed.
Yeah.
like literally, you start speaking about it, people are like, Candace, beef up your security. That's not fucking normal.
Right.
Like, excuse my language.
It's not normal. You're talking about a country or whatever on social media, and now you worrying about getting whacked. That's not normal. Why do we have to live like this?
But like, that is not normal. Okay. It's not normal that people have to think about their security because
Candace is protected by God and has soldiers. She will be fine and vindicated. This is a spiritual war between God versus evil. Thank you for your work. Well, the thing about this is, I'm just going to say it. Charlie Kirk dead. So, not to go against what you're saying, but I'm just saying this just as a matter of factly. There's no reasoning behind me saying this, but just a simple response, because you can believe whatever you want to believe. I'm not here to get somebody to believe something differently, but I just want y'all to understand something that is just important for me to say. They say Candace is protected by God and his soldiers. Well, was Charlie Kirk not protected by God and his soldiers? And I just want to put that out there. Charlie Kirk dead. So we can sit here and say Candace is protected by God and God is, and all this other stuff. Charlie Kirk dead. He's dead. So we can sit here and say, because the thing about it is, whenever somebody, and this is not against your super chat, but it's just a conversation to have. So I don't want to offend anybody, but can we just have this conversation for like just 30 seconds? I don't want to offend anybody, but when somebody says this person is protected by God, you know how many people died today already, and it's 2:45? They were not protected by God, but this person is? Like, how does that work? If I look up, let's see, let's just do this. How many people have died since yesterday? I don't know if it's going to come up, but let's see. How many people die per day? Approximately 150,000 people die worldwide every day. So Candace is protected by God, but all these other people dead and what? So that's kind of like what I'm just asking y'all, because I don't understand, because Charlie Kirk's dead. So is Candace Owens better than Charlie Kirk? Because he dead. Was he not protected by God versus Candace? I'm just asking. I don't know. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that, because I just be confused by these words sometimes, you know? And if I don't know, because Charlie Kirk dead. He was religious. He was going to church. He was doing all the things he's supposed to do. He had a wife. He had kids. You know, he wasn't running around doing any. Well, I don't know. With Turning Point USA, I don't know. Turning Point USA, those guys are disgusting human beings, and I don't know. So maybe I don't know. I don't know. Just something for y'all to think about. All right, let's just keep going. I don't want to offend nobody though.
And by the way, so no, but then the way that you get comfortable with it is you're like, well, you know, they shot JFK in an open car, so there's not. I mean, he was a sitting president. I mean, obviously, my spirit doesn't really matter if they.
More that you get to know me. I know I'm new here.
All right, so let's get a little farther into Erika Kirk. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit the like button. What's the little song?
Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button.
Okay, so let's get into this. And this is kind of like what I'm saying. She's like, hey, y'all don't know me, but I'll get all y'all whacked and y'all don't even know it. This is kind of like how she's talking. Watch this.
You'll learn that about me the more that you get to know me. I know I'm new here. I'm new here, but you'll learn. You'll learn. You'll learn.
See? You don't know me, but you'll learn. You keep messing with me, your ass gonna be dead.
You'll learn that about me the more that you get to know me. I know I'm new here. I'm new here, but you'll learn. You'll learn. You'll learn.
If you've ever wondered how someone can preach the Bible while voting against everything it teaches, here's why. What you're seeing isn't Christianity as a belief system. It's identity Christianity. For a lot of modern right-wing religious voters, religion isn't a moral framework anymore. It's a tribal.
It's a group. And as long as you're a part of that group, you have to listen to what the group leader is telling you to do. And you become a slave of the group leader when you are religious. I am not religious. I will never be religious. I think being religious is a problem.
Badge. The Bible isn't the authority. Belonging is. Once faith becomes identity, hypocrisy stops.
Now, hold on. I need to back up because I didn't want to get that out of context.
I'm new here, but you'll learn. You'll learn. You'll learn.
If you've ever wondered how someone can preach the Bible while voting against everything it teaches, here's why. What you're seeing isn't Christianity as a belief system. It's identity Christianity. For a lot of modern right-wing religious voters, religion isn't a moral framework anymore. It's a tribal badge. The Bible isn't the authority. Belonging is. Once faith becomes identity, hypocrisy stops registering because the goal isn't ethical consistency. It's in-group loyalty.
And that's it. And that's the cult. And that is the cult-like operation of not just Turning Point USA, but church in itself. It's cult-like. There's a leader, and he tells you, if you don't do this, God is going to be mad at you. That's manipulation. That is emotional manipulation. You in there, raise your hands and all emotional, and you crying and feeling good. And next thing you know, if you don't do this, God ain't gonna like you. Huh? So now you gotta go do it. That's emotional manipulation, psychological manipulation. Church, in my opinion, is a psyop. It's a psyop. It's a social psyop.
Psychologically, a few things are happening. First, moral outsourcing. If my side is labeled good, individual actions don't need scrutiny. Harmful policies feel righteous because the tribe did them. Second, authoritarian substitution. The inconvenient parts of the Bible, care for the poor, the sick, the outsider, get quietly replaced with hierarchy, obedience, and punishment.
See, the thing about it is, and you listen to these weird ass people, if you just listen to them, like a woman could be a whole whore, dead, just straight up, you know, she busting it open, but as long as she goes to church and she's part of a group, she doesn't think she's a whore. And shout out to the whores. I'm not judging y'all, but instead of looking at, hey, I need to do better at this, I need to do better at that, or I need to stop doing this, or I'm wrong, and just look at just each part of your personality and say, hey, I want to be better. I want to become better. I want to seek more knowledge. No, you stay this terrible person or hoe, what they want to call it. And as long as you are a part of this denomination, part of this religion, part of this group, nobody can say anything bad about you. And that is the problem with religion. It doesn't help individuals grow and become better people because they're just going to splatter their religion all over you and say, how dare you judge me? Only God can judge me. And I'm part of this religion over here. So you can't say nothing about my activities. And it's disgusting. Was Erika Kirk's ex-boy? Oh, I did that already. Wakakua, I can't pronounce that. Palantir, IHOP equals drones. That's a bar. That's a bar. Candace is protected by God. Okay, let's see. Show Palantir CEO Alex Karp drone. Yeah. Fentanyl? All right. My fam is Bono. Fam, I don't know what that means. Thank you, Jacqueline, for the soup chat, but I don't really understand what that means. My fam is the Banano. Is that a mob or something? I don't know. So forgive my ignorance. I don't know what that means.
Those feel safer to anxious nervous systems. Third, threat displacement. You can claim to care about kids while opposing food, healthcare, education, and wages, and still feel moral because it requires no real sacrifice. And fourth, cognitive insulation. When belief fuses with identity, contradictions don't cause doubt. It triggers defensiveness. Hypocrisy becomes invisible from inside the bubble. Political actors don't need religious consistency. They need loyalty. Culture war language activates fear and belonging while distracting from policies that directly contradict the values they claim to hold. So when people ask, how do they not see it? Because seeing it would threaten belonging, certainty, and identity all at once.
Yep. See, the awareness of self goes against the group. So you have to have group think in order to exist in the group. So self-awareness, self-actualization, which is at the top of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, that is the actual goal. Self, not group, self-actualization. Once you actualize yourself and you see yourself as I am enough, you don't need to be a part of a group anymore, but that goes against the religion doctrine. That's why I'm against religion, because I believe in self and not groupthink.
Some people are rage baiting, but many genuinely believe they're moral because morality has been redefined as who you're loyal to, not who you help.
Right. Who are you loyal to? You ain't got to do nothing. You can do all kinds of stupid stuff. And the thing about it is, like, we all got that big fat auntie that Bible thumps you every time you say something wrong. But she fat. And she ain't married. And you like, lady, go sit down somewhere. Like, live a better life and be healthy instead of running around trying to guilt people into ignoring you being fat or you having all these issues, emotional issues, and being so manipulative. Like, put the Bible down, at least for a second, and put the food down. You can do whatever you want to do if you go to church, because they're going to accept you with regardless of what you do and whatever you say, as long as you are operating in groupthink.
That's not a failure of intelligence. It's a system that rewards emotional safety over truth.
For those who don't know, this is Erika Kirk's ex-boyfriend. When I say the majority of people connected to Turning Point USA are connected to tadpole traffic lights, I mean it. So I just want to show y'all this again, because this is what's going on in Turning Point USA. I went back too far. This is Erika Kirk's ex-boyfriend. This is the dude that has been linked to Erika Kirk. Why in Sam hell would you have pizza tatted inside of your lip? And y'all already know. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all are aware of what pizza actually means. When I say the majority of people connected to Turning Point USA are connected to tadpole traffic lights, I mean it.
Erika Kirk has an agenda that she's been following, and I think she is slowly but surely letting us know what that agenda is. Something is wrong with Erika Kirk. Something is wrong with a woman whose husband was assassinated, never mourned, never shows his family, her family, never shows the kids, has been on a widow tour, then this week went on the stage like she was Beyonce or Mariah Carey coming out for their opening headlining performance. And she said something that is very weird. Take a listen.
That's what I've learned the most in these past 3 months is that my husband, he deeply mattered on a multitude of levels, so much so that it proved even more once he was assassinated.
Once he was assassinated. Like, I tried to warn him, but now that he's assassinated,
How much of a peacemaker he was.
I beg your pardon?
Say once your husband got killed, once he got assassinated, that implies you were waiting for it to happen. Once is the anticipation of something. If you were to say after Charlie died, that means, oh, something has happened, it passed.
and remember, I told y'all, this woman is either a genius or an idiot. Every time she opens her mouth, she says something stupid and incriminating. Remember, I said that. She's either a genius or an idiot. She could be a genius because a lot of these people, especially in the mob, they don't give a damn if you know what they're doing. And this is what I'm saying. She might just be a genius because she's like, yeah, I did it, or yeah, we did it, or my family did it, or yeah, IHOP did it. What you gonna do about it? And if you say something about it, the same thing is gonna happen to you. And that's the genius part. Like, I'm a genius because I got away, or we got away with getting rid of Charlie Kirk, and ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. If you can get away with that and still be in our faces every 3 days, you're a genius. And you have the right to stand in front of us and say all this mess because we can't do nothing about it. But if it's not, she's an idiot. She may be a genius or an idiot. I don't know.
But once he died, that struck me so strange because it's like, were you waiting for it? Did you know what was happening? But it gets better. She then said that her goal is to get JD Vance elected as president and that they will do that with Turning Point USA.
We're going to ensure that President Trump has Congress for all 4 years. Wait. We are going to get my husband's friend, JD Vance, elected for 48 and the most resounding way possible.
She then reminds us that she's not really on tour for herself or as a widow. She's on tour because Charlie would have wanted her to go on tour.
Commitment he had, I wanted to honor that for him. I wasn't going on a media tour myself. This was for my husband.
So you have the non-grieving widow who's saying that she was anticipating her husband's death. In a previous video, she said he died for the agenda. What agenda? We don't know. And now she's telling us that she's going to put JD Vance in office. And then she's saying that her tour is not for herself, even though it is for herself. And she's on stage as the headliner of a conference of a room full of hateful people. I wonder if Grindr crashed at this thing yesterday, because clearly that's all these people do when they get together. But this event and her as a human, something is off. And I don't want to be the only one that keeps saying it. And I know you guys see it too, but something is fucking off. What do you guys think?
Here's my question. My question to Erika.
Oh, listen to this woman right here. This woman right here says some facts. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button.
Kirk, how do you have Charlie's cell phone? One question from one widow of a murdered husband to another widow of a murdered husband. How do you have his cell phone? Why is it not in evidence? It should be in evidence. So either you're lying or something's up. How do you have his cell phone? I want to know. Nobody's asking this question. All these other non-lies that she's telling, like, show the cell phone. And then let's ask Kash Patel why it's not in FBI evidence for Charlie Kirk's murder. Because I know when my husband was murdered, they took his cell phone. And I didn't get his cell phone back until his case was fully closed. So somebody please answer me that question. How does that work? You only get to pick and choose what evidence you take depending on the person? Like, how does that work?
There's a picture of Erika Kirk with a ponytail and from her past. That person matches who I saw at Fort Huachuca in the lobby the night before. And she was with that man in the lobby.
All right, so somebody dropped a super chat and asked me about this, and this is kind of like what I want to discuss a little bit also. And before I discuss that, for the people that are watching me on TV, I did something for y'all. I have a QR code either up here, whichever side. There's a QR code up here now. Wait, let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see where the QR code is. So I'm pointing because I'm seeing myself on my phone. Yes. Okay. So everything is the opposite. So I have a QR code right here if you're watching on your TV. So if you want to buy a card game or buy my book or buy my course, you can go to this QR code, just go to your TV and take a picture of it, and boom, you can go to the website with the QR code, which is right here. So that's really dope. I just wanted to share that with y'all because I know a lot of people are watching on their TV and they can't do anything there's no link for them.
And that man, he was present at that meeting the next morning.
If
So
you had to put it at a percentage that you saw that the girl in the ponytail matches the description of Erika Kirk, what percentage would you put that at?
those are really rare eyes.
Erika Kirk 1000% has some rare looking eyes.
That's 95 to 99%. I can't imagine somebody else.
Well. So the rolling trick, Greg Abbott, decided he was going to let Turning Point USA open up chapters in public schools inside of his state. And now today, there's a domino effect at play where we're having other red states say it's okay for Turning Point USA to open chapters in their public schools too.
So this is the reason why Turning Point USA is a blob, a cancer, it's a fog, and we have to stop it because they want your kids. Listen to this.
To brainwash your children under the guise of Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
And I know this for a fact. Now, I could go on and on today about the dark money that's on the flow.
And remember, I was just talking about religion and how religion makes you sheep, and then you're just a follower of the group because now you have this innate need for belonging instead of this innate need for self-actualization. So Turning Point USA is trying to use religion to make your kid, regardless of what age they are, because they're going to middle school, high schools, and colleges, to indoctrinate your kid to go against you.
Turning Point USA, but there's more digging to do there. What I will tell you is that somebody, and we don't know who because it's dark money and it's being diverted through shell companies, honey, but somebody is sending millions of dollars to Turning Point USA The only problem is that money is being directed to an empty parking lot in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, something nefarious is absolutely at play with whoever the fuck is funding Turning Point USA. But they want you to believe that it's all the people that you see at their little fucking rallies. But it's not. More important, because I'm going to need everybody in America to hear me, especially if you have children today that are in a high school in a red state or on a college campus that has allowed Turning Point USA to have a chapter there too. They're trying to indoctrinate your children, boo. Not because they believe in God or Christianity. And I can prove it to you with nothing more than a direct quote from Alonia Muskrat. So why, oh why, would somebody who does not believe in religion be so financially tied to religious entities in spreading a religious message, baby? Why? Well, I'll just use his exact words here. His exact words. The more religious a population is, the dumber they are. The dumber they are, the poor they are. The poorer they are, the more they breed.
And I'm going to say this. I'm in a black community, of course, because I'm black. I grew up in the hood. And in bad neighborhoods, this is a fact. There are 2 buildings in every neighborhood on almost all 4 corners of that neighborhood. A liquor store and a church. The liquor store is meant for you to drink away your sorrows, and the church is meant for you to repent after drinking away your sorrows. And that is how the hood has always operated as far as I've seen. There's a church on every 4th corner. There's a church right here, and then there's a church over here, then there's a church over here, then there's a church over here, and it's churches everywhere. And they're all incentivized by the government because the job of the church in the hood, not just church period, but the job of the church in the hood is to suck up all of the resources of the people in the hood to keep everybody broke, to keep everybody poor. Because if you got to give out, think about this. I don't go to no damn church. That shit is stupid to me. I'd be damned if I go to a freaking church and have to give them 10% of my income. What kind of stupid shit is that? Because the thing about it is the government is already taking 40% of my income, and I got to pay rent, right? Because you got to have somewhere to live, and you got to provide for yourself as far as food. So just imagine how stupid church is. 40% of your income goes to the taxes. So if you make let's say $100,000 a year, they take 40,000. Now you got 60,000. Rent itself, let's just say on a low end, is 1,000, just for math purposes. Okay. Well, you know what? No, let's just say 2,000. Say your rent is $2,000 a month. That's $24,000 a year out of $100,000, right? And most people don't make $100,000, mind you. So let's just say that. So $24,000 a year goes to rent, and then $60,000 a year went to taxes. Now you're on $80,000 in output, and you got to live for the rest of the damn year off of $20,000. You still got to feed yourself. You still got to put gas in your car. You still got to buy a car. And you actually think I'm going to give 10% of the 100, not of the 20, which is another $10,000 to y'all asses? Are you crazy? And that is the reason why and the reason how churches suck up all the money and resources of every neighborhood. See, there aren't churches on every corner of nice neighborhoods. I live in a very nice neighborhood. I don't even know where the hell a church is at. I want y'all to think about that. I live in a very, very nice neighborhood. I have no clue where a church is at in my neighborhood. Never have seen a church because I live in a nice neighborhood. We aren't stupid. Because churchgoers usually have to go on the other side of town when they live in nice neighborhoods to go to church. Because there ain't no church on every damn corner. But in the hood, is in walking distance. Because in my life, in my mind, in my life, because I don't want to be judgmental towards nobody else, the lady said it. I'm not even gonna say it. The lady said it herself. So I'm not even gonna say it.
And we get ourselves a workforce.
So I want to back it up a little bit because I want her to say it.
From Alonia Muskrat. So why, oh why, would somebody who does not believe in religion be so financially tied to religious entities in spreading a religious message, baby? Why? Well, I'll just use his exact words here. His exact words. The more religious a population is, the dumber they are.
I ain't got to say it. I'll let her say it. I don't want y'all getting mad at me. I want y'all unsubscribing from me. I don't want y'all talking mess in the chat. She said it, not me.
The dumber they are, the poorer they are. The poorer they are, the more they breed. And we get ourselves a workforce. Forever. Infinity.
And before we go any farther, y'all are still talking about the watch a Cougar or whatever that base. I can easily see Erika being at that base. And like I said, the military has always been a part of Erika Kirk's DNA because of what she was doing with Romanian angels. Remember, we'll get into this also. Romanian angels was working in congruency with the United States military. And there was a colonel named Colonel Busher, and she called Colonel Busher her bestie. Colonel Busher was her bestie. So I can see her at that base because she was hanging out with Colonel Busher when she was 17. And you got to remember, her mother she works for the military. I think her father works for the military also. Well, another country's military. And another thing I want y'all to think about before I forget, think about this. Her mother is a geofencing expert. Lori Fonsby is a geofencing expert. And it came out that she geofenced every person that went to Charlie Kirk's memorial. Y'all remember that? She geofenced them. Well, you don't think all of the people that went to America Fest, they weren't geofenced either? I mean, also. So Lori Fronsby geofenced 270,000 people at Charlie Kirk's memorial. AmFest was also geofenced. So if you went to AmFest, and let me know right now, if you went to AmFest, let me know in the chat. Just say I went to AmFest. Because I want to know what is going on with your phone right now. Is your phone acting weird? Is there different types of commercials or propaganda showing up in your apps or whatever? Let me know if you went to AmFest, because I want to know what is happening with your phone as we speak. All right, X Elevate. I won't say your name wrong. And does it tie in to Epstein? Yes, 1000%. Everything ties into Epstein. If I haven't told y'all lately, everything that we see, whether it's Nickelodeon, whether it's Star Trek, whether it's Poltergeist, the movie, all of it had something to do with organized tadpole traffic lights. So everything has something to do with Epstein. So I just want y'all to understand that. And yes, I did say poltergeist. There was some Epstein stuff going on with poltergeist with that little girl. Where that little girl at now? Where's Carol Ann at now? Carol Ann, in real life, Carol Ann went to the light. Sorry, but where's Carol Ann now? All right, Trump sent her to interview for a job with Charlie, Trump ties, or Epstein. Wait, Trump sent her. Oh, yeah. Trump sent her. Yeah. 1000%. All right. Shout out to Scott. Hold on. I got a noise effect now. Where's the noise effect?
Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the cash app. Cash app. Thank you for the cash app.
Much Scott for the $50 super chat. Sam Ace Rothstein is a fictional character in Casino. He is based on a real he is. That's what I said. Okay. He is based on a real person, Frank Rosenthal. Oh, I didn't know that. Not Rothstein. Okay. Check the facts. Okay, thank you for that. I got to look that up. Who was Frank Rosenthal? Let's see. Frank Lefty Rosenthal was an American professional sports gambler, Las Vegas casino executive. Okay. Thank you so much for that, Scott. I just learned something. Shout out to you. Thank you for that. And shout out to Tracy. Dr. Shiva, I'm not going to say that last name, is taking interviews. Hold on. You would do your audience a great service with having him on. He's the one that did a majority of the election integrity work in the 2020s swing states. This is the second time I've heard that name. So anybody in the Scooby-Doo chat, are y'all familiar with this Shiva person? Anybody in the Scooby-Doo chat? Allie, anybody? Are y'all familiar with this person? Can y'all do some research? And because I have no idea who this person is, but this is like my third time hearing about this person. So thank y'all so much for bringing this person up. Do you have an email address for me to send you shocking information on the defense side of this? I'm close to the heads of each company, Northrop, Lockheed. Oh crap. Okay. Jacqueline, can you send me a DM on Instagram? Possibly. I give you an email address, but I think I can give you because I like to keep in touch with people, and I'm not necessarily the biggest email address person, but if it has to be an email, you can use which email do I want to give you? All right, so I'll give you this email. I have a few email addresses. Use use the email bookmrletgo@gmail.com, Jacqueline. So the email you can use is bookmrletgo, MRLETGO @gmail.com. Bookmrletgo@gmail.com and send that to me. But I would prefer for you to just DM me and send me a DM. But either way will work. There's a 15-minute video. That's why I want control. Oh, Okay. Shout out to Tracy. Thank you, Tracy, for the $20 super chat. I thought this was an old one. This is a new one, too. There's a great 15-minute video presentation on how, who, what controls the 8 billion of the working class. Damn. Shatter the swarm. Oh, it's a thing? Shatter the swarm? No spaces and the most commonly used domain extension, Dr. Silva. See, who is this doctor person? All right, hold on. Shatter the swarm. All right, let's see what comes up. All right, so I got it, y'all. I'm gonna look it up. So thank y'all. So now I'm going to go into this, who this Dr. Shiva person is. So yes, I will 1000% would love him to come on. Jacqueline says, please let me know the Insta. Oh, the Instagram is right here. Right here. Is I am underscore Mr. Let Go. It's either here or there because I know I'm backwards. So so if it's here for me, it's gonna be here for you. So it's I am underscore Mr. Let Go. I am underscore Mr. Let Go on Instagram right here. My Instagram page is right here. You should easily be able to see it. So yeah, just DM me on there and I would love to see what you have to say. All right, let's keep going. This is a good show today.
You see, those people that are trying to bring your kids into Christianity actually don't even believe in Christianity. What they believe is the more religious you are, the stupider you are.
Yep.
The easier to control, the poorer you will become. They don't believe in Christ. They don't believe in the teachings of Christ. What they believe is religious people are stupid.
Timothy Chalamet has revealed.
Can you DM this to me? I am beyond 50. Can you DM this to me? Because it doesn't show up as a link in my chat. Wait, let me see. Oh, never mind. I got it. I pull up on my phone.
That Charlie Kirk's widow, Erika Kirk, slid into his DMs not even 48 hours after his accidental death, with him saying that he felt it was inappropriate for her to try and hit me up so quickly. Chill, girl. Your guy was a bad dude, but he at least deserves the 48 hours. The shocking revelation made on the press tour for his latest movie, Marty Supreme, which follows an alternate Back to the Future timeline where Marty stays in the past and goes on to invent iconic world-renowned streetwear brand Supreme. Erika Kirk is yet to respond to the allegations, but both TMZ and Politics Joe have verified that Timothy showed them the DM. Whilst we're awaiting.
So I don't want anybody to get confused. Apparently, after Charlie Kirk died, this friggin' woman started DMing like movie stars and popular people and stuff, like 48 hours after Charlie Kirk died.
A response from Erika, more celebrities have also started to come forward with similar stories, including Jacob Elordi, who said he got a DM from her 72 hours after the incident, and Thor actor Chris Hemsworth, who said he received one.
Oh, okay, that's Imani. Okay, cool. All right, send it to me in DM. I got it, but send it to me anyway.
56 minutes after it had been confirmed that Charlie was dead, asking specifically if he would get some drinks with her and be her shoulder to cry on, winky face. This seems to confirm suspicions that people across the political spectrum have had that Erika Kirk is using her partner's death as a way to further her own career, with internet sleuths also discovering a now deleted tweet from Erika Kirk's account that was up for 4 seconds post Charlie's death that said, "Chaos is a ladder."
Sorry, are we supposed to pretend that this isn't weird? That 3 months after her husband is assassinated, she's out there pushing a presidential candidate. We're somehow not allowed to talk about how weird this is, that this woman is just being presented to us time and time again in every interview, in every stage, as if this all wasn't meant to be a part of the story.
We're going to ensure that President Trump has Congress for all 4 years. We are going to get my husband's friend, J.D. Vance.
World shattered. In every stage, as if this all was list here around 70 plus times.
Last question, Deb. What do you think about Erika Kirk?
I think Erika Kirk is just in it for the money and the fame. I don't think she necessarily knew that Charlie was going to die, but it's kind of weird how she got over her husband's death so quick. And yeah, she's just in it for the money and the fame at this point.
Do you think she should be the CEO of Turning Point or resign?
Absolutely not.
Hell
She should
no.
not be the CEO of Turning Point. I don't think she just has an understanding enough to be the CEO of Turning Point.
Wait, somebody said Jesus wasn't stupid. Nobody said anything about Jesus. I don't want y'all to get in there. I don't want y'all to get in here arguing about Jesus. Nobody said Jesus was stupid. I said religion is stupid. Well, the woman said religion is stupid, not Jesus.
Not be the CEO of Turning Point. I don't think she just has an understanding enough to be the CEO of Turning Point.
The darkest investigation I've ever uncovered. Prepare to have your world shattered. What if I told you Romania's forgotten orphans are tied to a massive USA government cover-up, linking straight to the country we can't name? And now, all eyes are on Erika Kirk. I'm about to blow your mind with this chilling clip from Erika's own Vimeo. Watch closely.
And these are my little angels from Antonio Placement Center in Constanța, Romania, to show these children the true American heart during the holiday season.
And pay special attention to that bombshell mention at the end.
FedEx.
Now,
US
let's
Army.
dive deeper. Here's exactly what he was accused of. The allegations that will make your stomach turn. Comment below if that just gave you chills. Quick, pull up Google Maps with me. See this military base?
So I talked about him a second ago. Otto
Now,
Busher.
let's dive deeper. Here's exactly what he was accused of.
So Colonel Otto Busher was accused of this, and this was Erika Kirk's bestie.
The allegations that will make your stomach turn. Comment below if that just gave you chills.
Otto Busher.
Quick, pull up Google Maps with me. See this military base? Now zoom in on everyday heroes. They're shockingly close. Coincidence?
26 minutes away.
I think not. Everyday Heroes isn't just some charity. It's deeply entangled with the U.S. military. And guess who got major backing? A young girl named Erika Kirk, with parents high up in the power structure. The kind of influence that screams red flags. But the real cover-up? Here it is, exposed. This document proves they buried the truth deep. And just when you think it can't get darker, it does. This next twist is straight out of a nightmare. One burning question. Why on earth would these vulnerable orphans make a mysterious stopover in Romania at all? The answer? It could unravel the entire web. Drop your theories in the comments. Did I miss something huge?
I don't even know if I should say this. I think you should absolutely say it. I think the entire thing stinks. And I could say this. The day after, I talked to a high-level CIA official. Very high. And he told me, I don't even know if I should say this. I think you should absolutely say it. He told me that the FBI is not cooperating with him. And he is trying to corroborate potential foreign influence and was getting blocked out of every opportunity to confirm or deny that.
See, Kash Patel is not going to allow anybody else, because he's the director of the FBI. So he don't care about the CIA. He don't care about anybody. Kash Patel is not going to let anybody in to find out what exactly he's doing, because Kash Patel is hiding stuff.
And it was written off as no foreign influence less than 48 hours in. And this guy has access to the President of the United States. And so for that to be said from the guy and asking me if I had anybody that I knew on the inside to be able to get information because he wasn't allowed to access it, I'm like, why are you calling me? Tells me everything that I need to know.
Turning Point USA recreating Charlie's shooting into a photo booth where people can take selfies at their conference is...
Do y'all think that was disgusting or it was okay to do? They reenacted Charlie Kirk's shooting and had this booth, and now you could take selfies where Charlie Kirk got shot at. What do y'all think about that? Was that like a memorial type of thing, or was that disgusting?
Certifiably disgusting. You guys, they are quite literally one of the biggest propaganda machines next to our news media in this country. Literally, this is why I laugh so hard when people on the right tend to...
Yeah, they had the whole tent set up at AmFest where you can just go in there, sit on a chair, and take a selfie like you're Charlie Kirk about to get shot. It was disgusting, man. To me, it was disgusting. Some of y'all might be okay with it.
Say, stop shoving it down our throats. When it is in your face from Turning Point USA and Christians, and mind you, I am one. It is literally thrown in our face all the time. That is what Turning Point USA is. It is nothing more than religious and specifically Christian propaganda. If you want to go down a rabbit hole, go search. You can do ChatGPT, whatever. Dark money and Turning Point USA. Please understand that their biggest donors, I mean, these people pay millions and millions up to billions of dollars to Turning Point USA, specifically to push a narrative and propaganda to make you hate and to make you fear. I want you to think about that. Instead of using their millions and billions of dollars to donate to help people, they're donating to make you look stupid. They're donating to Turning Point USA to push specific propaganda in place instead of using it for good.
And just for the record, since we're talking about donations, are y'all aware that the little troll Ben Shapiro, who pushes IHOP everywhere, he runs the Daily Wire, he bribed, I would say, Turning Point USA $1 million to speak on stage. He donated $1 million or bribed them $1 million to go on stage at Turning Point USA. I mean, at AmFest.
There are a lot of people out there claiming you had something to do. Anything to say to them?
All right, so let's go back to the mob member, Erika Kirk.
Erika Kirk, thank you for joining me. There are a lot of people out there claiming you had something to do with your husband being unalived. Do you have anything to say to them? Stop. Okay. That was kind of weird. These are pretty bold claims they're making. I was wondering if you had something more to say.
Stop.
Okay. You're kind of making a weird face. I just want to make sure you don't want any harm to come to those defaming you or to the person that unalived your husband, right? Correct. I forgive him. But what about Candace Owens?
Candace will be smited. Do not mistake God's silence for approval. The Lord sees every betrayal carried out in secret and every cruelty justified by pride. Those who believe they have escaped the consequences because they prosper on social media misunderstand the nature of divine justice. God allows the wicked to move only so their choices may be fully testified against them. When judgment comes, it comes precise and unavoidable. No power and no reputation can shield a guilty soul from a just God who weighs the hearts of people and not the amount of fame they acquired.
That's all.
So we found out who this guy was standing next to Erika. His name is Richard Mack. Now we got to look into finding out who Richard Mack is. You see right there, Richard Mack. And he had a little kid. So, yeah, we're going to look into who Richard Mack is, and I'm going to get back to you. If y'all know who he is, y'all can let me know what y'all think in the comments. But the guy that was standing next to Erika Kirk, Erika Fonsvay at the time, his name is Richard Mack.
Stop.
Carl Kenneth Fronsvey, Erika Kirk's grandfather. I did not expect to find the information I found about him. Can you believe it's likely he was friends with and working with the people who ran the Manhattan Project? What was the Manhattan Project, you might ask? It was the single most secretive project during World War II that controlled all of our explosives. You know I talk about Jack Parsons on here. This time it's a different crowd. So I did a little digging and I will show you his draft card. But this man worked at the American Banknote, a bank in Chicago, when he was 19 years old, and then he was in World War II. That bank was specifically used for funding the Manhattan Project and military contracts. Then Carl, the training that he had and the awards that he got, if you look at his medals, put him in the Pacific Island Theater in the Philippines, dismantling bombs and like figuring out how to do them. And this was all trained by Leslie Groves, the leader of the Manhattan Project. So it stands to reason Carl Kenneth was trained in Belvoir, Virginia, where Leslie Grove was a teacher, but also Leslie Grove's son, Richard Grove, would have been the exact same age as Carl. Carl fit the criteria, which was Scandinavian and highly intelligent. Now, why is Carl Kenneth Fronsby's information so easy for me, Katie Dooley, to find? Well, Erica, everyone's got an aunt like this. Aunt Kendra couldn't wait to post all his information about his military service. So I looked up his medals, how he would have gotten them, where he would have been stationed. Combine that with the fact that he was in Chicago and had joined World War II 6 months prior to the 1942 detonation underneath the University of Chicago, which was the first experiment of the Manhattan Project. So he went from working under the finance department of Manhattan Project to dismantling bombs in the Philippines, and died a very, very well-decorated corporal. And he actually served in a second war as well. So why is this man's information so easy for me to find? And Erika Kirk is kissing Trump on TV, but the middle generation, his son, Kenneth Fronsby, is nowhere in the records except the 1950 census.
So Erika Kirk actually had 2 boyfriends within the 5 years before meeting Charlie Kirk. So why lie about this? Before we talk about the 2 boyfriends, let's watch this clip where Erika Kirk is lying to us.
I lived out here. I was here for 5 years. I never dated here because I saw vicariously through my roommate how terrible it was. Somehow getting drinks was the replacement of having coffee and breakfast. I personally would rather have coffee or brunch with someone than going, I don't drink.
Why don't you just have coffee and brunch with someone? What the hell are you talking about? You don't have to drink if you don't want to drink. So you're not going to date because you don't want to drink? Like, what kind of dumb mess that is? And then you're a liar because you're on camera drinking I don't know how many times. You're a liar.
I find it unproductive.
I do want to pause here and talk about Erika Kirk on Summer House. Mind you, she was on season 3, which was filmed the summer of 2018. And apparently her and Charlie did start dating the summer of 2018 as well.
Cheers, everyone.
This is ridiculous.
I also really enjoy these straws.
Okay, that's good.
You're a bright light and a very...
Hold on, there's music playing, so I gotta take the music out.
Phillips, who she dated in 2017, and it seems like they dated for the majority of the year in 2017. And yes, it's Cabot Phillips, who apparently is doing the How to Lead Like Charlie college tours for TPUSA now. Interesting. But there's also another boyfriend. His name is Tyler Massey, and she dated him in 2015. Here we have them doing Fashion Week in Phoenix together.
Damn, another Tyler. What's up with her and Tyler?
And in the caption to this photo posted by
Tyler Boyer, Tyler Robinson, and this is another Tyler?
Jack Nicole. So Jack Nicole was the designer of Erika's outfit. Hashtag this photo cute couple. And here's some more photos that were posted on Twitter. Another photo. Okay, another one too, because these two are just so wonderful. Hashtagged in love. This was posted March of 2015. Captioned, prepping another couple's gallery for delivery. So why lie in this interview that's like a week old?
Because she's stupid.
Said our prayer and we
I slowed this down. This shit right here is so creepy.
Another photo. Okay, another one too,
so
because
creepy.
these two are just so wonderful. Hashtagged in love. This was posted March of 2015. Captioned, prepping another couple's gallery for delivery. So why lie in this interview that's like a week old?
We said our prayer and we asked the Lord to protect us. And we ask the Lord that his will be done.
So why lie?
You are just blind. Watch this.
I believe.
So why lie in this
Just one more
interview
time,
that's like a
y'all.
week old?
We said our prayer.
This woman is the devil. Like, what? And who looks at the camera like this? Like, what is wrong with you, ma'am? Are you a demon? This is the reason why people make fun of you, because you act like a damn demon.
And we ask the Lord to protect us. And we ask the Lord that his will be done. That's what we did.
If you can't see it, you are just blind. Watch this.
I believe that we all have angels in our lives. And these are my little angels from Antonio Placement Center in Constanța, Romania.
Listen.
Our goal with the Romanian Angels Project was to show these children the true American heart during the holiday season. And what better way to do that than having our United States military personally deliver the gifts?
Listen.
All 75 children had a present to open that day. Sometimes the greatest charity comes from the most simple forms of kindness.
And now my concern is, where are these kids? Where are...
And these kids are grown now, so I would love to like know where these kids are now, because now they're grown. They're probably like 20 years old. So it would be very interesting if they were to come out. And if you're watching this and you were in Romania with Erika Kirk, I would love for you to send me a DM, because those 72 kids are now adults, if they're still alive. Because that's the thing. Maybe they aren't even alive because of what they were doing to them.
They know. And I found this picture from TikTok. And is this thing true? Tell me, read this here. I don't want to say it here, but tell me what you all think about it. And look at this picture. It giving me bad vibes. Tell me what you all think about
disgusting.
Like, I have concern, like, where are these kids? Where they have been?
How many Christians, how many Americans do you think had their phones pinged by Lori Fransky's geofencing firm at this AmFest event so they could be pummeled with Zionist propaganda once they made their way back home? This is what Erika's mother does for a living. She runs a geofencing firm and she steals Americans' information and then she disseminates propaganda on behalf of... And her dad oversaw the implementation of the Iron Dome as the head of Raytheon Ltd. So Erika Kirk is here on stage at AmFest, raising millions of dollars on the back of her husband's death. And at the same time, she's helping the family business of identifying easy marks for... These people's work is truly never done, is it? Because this Fort Huachuca angle goes even deeper, especially when we're talking about Erika Kirk, and not just Erika Kirk, but her mother, Lori Fransky, who now has become central in all of this. Lori Fransky is the founder of E3 Tech, which is a defense contractor that peddles EMP-proof technology that rakes in millions of dollars worth of government contracts and is, of course, closely linked to under the guise of allied defense contracting and cooperation. Now again, E3 Tech at least claims to be making EMP-proof technology for the military. Fort Huachuca being the only place in the country where the United States military is testing EMPs. So naturally, the only place to test EMP-proof technology would be at Fort Huachuca. So if E3 Tech is selling anti-EMP technology to the United States government, that technology has to be going through Fort Huachuca.
To that point that people are making hundreds and thousands of dollars, I just don't get how there's not someone on this very large PR team, as we're seeing these PR campaigns go out, that doesn't go, hey, maybe we should strike that. They made $40 million like 2 nights ago at Mar-a-Lago. Maybe that feels kind of a little bit like let them eat cake-ish. Oh, and we've made more than, separately from Mar-a-Lago, Turning Point USA, since Charlie was killed, just so you guys know, this is a fact, has made more than $100 million. That is separate from the $40 million they made at Mar-a-Lago the other night. So since Charlie has died, that organization has taken in $140 million. But gosh darn you people that are making hundreds of dollars every day on YouTube.
Divine Foundation says sent IG DM McCoy, married them 2021.
Talking about Charlie Kirk's assassination and the BS narrative that is being fed and the very obvious psychological operation that is being employed to make you accept the BS that they are trying to sell to us. Gosh darn you. Did you make $1,000 today? Speaking about Charlie Kirk, well, you should be ashamed of yourself, says Turning Point USA, who in large part made that money because of those very people who gave to the organization immediately following Charlie Kirk's assassination.
Hi, Erica. I'll be your server. Would you like some fresh pepper? Yes, please. All right. Let me know when.
Stop.
Sorry? That's it.
Stop.
Oh, God. Okay. All right.
Did y'all know that Erika Kirk brought out Nicki Minaj on America Fest? And, shout out Nicki Minaj. But why? Didn't the same thing happen with Kamala Harris? Kamala Harris went out and got just some female rappers and shit, and it just blew up in her face. Why these women go get female rappers every time they want it? Man, come on, man. I just seen that. I'm like, why the hell do you have Nicki Minaj on America Fest? I like Nicki, but why is she at America Fest? She didn't even perform. Why? So this is all I got to say to Erika Kirk.
$40 million. But gosh, Charlie Kirk's assassination and the BS narrative that is being fed and the very obvious psychological operation that is being employed to make you accept the BS that they are trying to sell to us. Gosh darn you. Did you make $1,000 today? Speaking about Charlie Kirk, well, you should be ashamed of yourself, says Turning Point USA, who in large part made that money because of those very people who gave to the organization immediately following Charlie Kirk's assassination.
Exactly. I just don't understand. It's not like Nicki Minaj was performing, because there's nothing wrong with that. But why do you have a female rapper up there that don't know nothing about nothing to say what? Why? Let her perform and let her do her job. She's not a damn politician. But yeah, Kamala Harris, when it got who else she had? She had I'm trying to remember. She had like 5 different female rappers up there, and she ended up being like $2 million in debt and lost the damn presidency.
Hey, Erica, I'll be your server. Would you like some
Cardi B and some other people.
fresh pepper? Yes, please. All right. Let me know when.
Stop.
Sorry? That's it.
Stop.
Oh, God. Okay. All right. We're stopping. Police, help. Can somebody help me?
So Candace Owens had a guest on called Mitch who said that with 99% certainty, he saw the head of security liar, Brian Harpole from TPUSA, along with military officials and a U.S. congressman and Erika Kirk at Fort Huachuca in Arizona just the day before Charlie Kirk was assassinated. Did you know that Fort Huachuca is the only U.S. military base that tests drones? That's where they test unmanned aviation vehicles, what was flying all over the place above UVU the day that Charlie Kirk was killed, drones, along with military aircraft, both foreign and American. The American one, specifically a Bombardier 65,000, which was designed for the singular purpose of deploying and retrieving drones. Did you know that Fort Huachuca is also the only military base in the United States that tests EMP devices?
That part.
Did you know that Lori Francevy, Erika Kirk's mom's company called E3 Tech, specializes in anti-EMP technology? EMPs, by the way, are used to disrupt telecommunications. Drones deploy EMP blasts. Could it be that's the reason why nobody could live stream, make phone calls, send texts on that day? I don't know. But if Fort Huachuca is the only U.S. military base that tests EMP equipment, then ostensibly it would be the only place for Lori Francevy, Erika Kirk's mother, to test her anti-EMP technology. So when Lori Fransby gives this story about how her and Erika Kirk had to move to Arizona, and Erika recounts this as, you know, this mother doing the best that she could to earn an honest living and that she had to move to Arizona for work, yeah, she meant that, but she specifically meant Fort Huachuca. Fort Huachuca is central to everything relating to Lori Fransby and Kent Fransby through his Iron Dome connections as the founder of Raytheon Israel Ltd. And so, of course, Fort Huachuca is central to everything Erika Kirk. It's where she grew up.
I didn't know that's where she grew up.
So Lori Fransby and Kent Fransby and Erika Fransby Kirk are all central to the Charlie Kirk assassination.
So, Candace Owens revealed that Brian Harpole, head of Charlie Kirk's security detail from a Texas-based firm, attended a high-level military meeting at Fort Huachuca, Arizona on September 9th, 2025, one day before Kirk's assassination. Carrie Quinn over at the Public Bureau of Investigation on Instagram and I published this piece on Substack. Baron Coleman over at the Real Baron Coleman YouTube channel then analyzed military and executive aircraft movements around that period, highlighting screenshots of Flight Trader 24 data showing multiple SAM flights, special air mission call signs used for U.S. government VIP transports, where lower numbers like 00X often indicate top-tier personnel, while others are coded to obscure exact passengers, sometimes incorporating meaningful elements like area codes, originating from the Las Vegas area where Kash Patel resides, including those with the 207 tail number cluster speculated to tie to his personal use, as well as routes potentially linked to Tucson or Phoenix, Scottsdale area for discrete arrivals and departures. Barron noted unusual high-level flights from Las Vegas and Washington, D.C. to Minnesota and possibly Fort Carson, Colorado, home base of the 10th Special Forces Group, around August 24, 2025. Trump was publicly accounted for that day, but J.D. Vance and Patel were not. These flights coincided with Harpole's statement in his post-assassination interview that security preparations for the UVU event started on the 24th, meaning August 24th, which lines up exactly with the start of Operation Valhalla, a 2025 exercise running August 24th to the 29th involving the 891st Missile Security Forces Squadron at Camp Riley, Minnesota.
Uh-oh.
Who the hell is that?
You mean these two holding hands?
Who the hell is that?
Well, rabbits.
Everybody drop Go Max in the chat. Everybody drop Go Max in the chat. Go Max in the chat.
Meet Erika's first husband. Rabbits, meet Derek Chelsvig. And you know this honeypot right here. Hope I'm not butchering his last name. Chelsvig? Yeah. First marriage? Check. So this right here is telling you about the picture of them together, but what the F is this? The child is their young daughter?
All right, I don't believe this. So I'm not putting out false stuff. I'm not saying that she has a child by another dude and nobody knows. I don't know. We have to verify this. Allie was in a group chat trying to see if she can verify it. So this is not verified, not yet. So I don't know if she has a kid or another kid.
She has another kid? So if she was married before, did an all-out photo shoot, hit him with the babe, stop. Now, I'm all about leave the past behind you.
Stop.
Got it tatted on the back of my neck. But why is her first marriage and possibly another daughter that's probably trafficked? Why is this a secret? Like, they scrubbed the internet just not good enough. So I did some snooping and I went to her old Instagram. Nothing. Even the ex-husband. Don't know. Private. Bot picture. Yo, is she a time traveler or 13 years ago? What a blast. Tyler and I had shooting this video. Was he also murdered or disappeared? And then we have Cabot Phillips, dated him, I guess after that marriage. Exactly 7 days after that, he's playing ball with Charlie. Either she had Charlie killed or he just disappeared. And now, look who took over. Brought the ex-boyfriend back. Is he also hitting that again?
Of course he hitting it again. And the man has pizza on the inside of his lip. That's just well, pizza spelled on the inside of his lip.
Is JD hitting that again? Is she just a honeypot that just bounces around stepping stone to stepping stone to stepping stone? Found out she has a sister. Where the hell is she? Listen to this, whistleblower.
Insider told him, if you expose this, they'll come for you and for anyone who helps you. And then, the worst part, he found emails, approvals, and signatures tying his wife's charity work to the same network. He didn't yell, didn't accuse, just went quiet. Said, if she's part of this, then everything's been a lie. That's when it changed for him. It wasn't about politics anymore. It was personal. He told me, if I stay quiet, I'm one of them. If I speak, I'm dead. But people deserve to know.
I believe Charlie found out all about her. Talks about filing divorce 2 days prior to his disappearance.
Remember, he sold his house 2 months before he died. Remember that, y'all.
Still no autopsy released. She's the only one that could do so. Sussy.
What I did not know, and this is what was told to me, that he also messaged Dan Flood, the security that's to his right, and allegedly explicitly said that they are going to kill me tomorrow.
Charlie Kirk knew that he was going to be killed. And in all likelihood, Erika Kirk knew that as well. Maybe that's why it's been so difficult to pin down her whereabouts on September 10th, 2025, the day that Charlie...
Exactly. Where the hell was she at? Talking about, I'm visiting my sick mother. Yeah, right.
Charlie Kirk was assassinated because she knew that it was coming. She suspected that it was coming, or she knew for multiple reasons that it was coming, and she had to make herself scarce. That's another aspect of this story that points us straight in the direction of Charlie Kirk having been betrayed by those closest to him. When Charlie Kirk told these people that his life was in danger, when he told them that on September 10th, 2025, he would be assassinated, that would be his last day on Earth, why didn't they do anything about it? Did he think that they were taking precautions to safeguard his life? Did Charlie Kirk pick up that microphone at Utah Valley University knowing that he was at risk, but just believing measures have been taken to ensure my safety, only to learn that in the very last instant of his life, he had been betrayed. Only to learn at the moment that he died, when he told Dan Flood and others that he expected to be killed on September 10th, that he was right.
Damn. Wait, I just looked up Erika. Of course she's a Scorpio. Of course she would either be a Scorpio, a Sagittarius, or a Gemini. All right, y'all. So I'm about to play the Candace. Everybody want to hate Candace. Everybody drop popcorn emojis in the chat. Drop popcorn emojis in the chat. I'm about to play the new song, Everybody Wants to Hate Candace, the extended version. So I'm about to play the song and make sure, hold on, let me do this too. If y'all want to play it over and over again, I want to give y'all the link. Do I have it? I'm going to put the link in the chat if y'all want to watch it again. Where is the link? Where's the video? All right, forget it. All right, so here we go. Everybody drop popcorn emojis in the chat. Drop popcorn emojis in the chat. Here we go. Y'all requested it. Y'all will get it. Here we go.
Evil scumbag. She doesn't fucking deal with the shit we have to deal with. She's a piece of shit.
As we all know, Candace Owens is spinning a lot of suggestion. We can't keep spinning conspiracy theories without evidence.
Hold on, let me get this off. All right, so this is the song everybody's been talking about.
Candace Owens is a evil scumbag. She doesn't fucking deal with the shit we have to deal with. She's a piece of shit.
As we all know, Candace Owens is spinning a lot of suggestion. We can't keep spinning conspiracy theories without evidence. People are going to get hurt. People are going to get hurt. People are going to get hurt.
Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. What? Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. What? If you got something to say, tell it to her face. If you got something to say, tell it to her face. All of this is fake and gay, and you know it. I got all the evidence. I'm about to show it. You projecting all your guilt out on us and Candace. We just trying to solve the case. I don't understand it. Things not turning out how you planned it. We can see it in your eyes and your body language. I see all the threats that you keep sending me, but underneath the jail is where you finna be. Your band of crooked pastors in the pulpit. Every time you speak, all I hear is bullshit. Tell the truth about Charlie Kirk instead of telling me to stop. All I wanna know is which guy took the shot. I need an answer to a question only you would know. Was Charlie Kirk's life a reenactment of the Truman Show? Truman Show, Truman Show. 100,000 of us on your head tie. Please stop trying to feed us all this fed slide. Your grieving widow book tour, we ain't listening to it. And free Tyler Robinson, cause you know he didn't do it. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. What? Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace.
She's betrayed us. She's doing something else. I can't believe it. This has all just been a show. Calm down, okay? What do you think happened? Well, Erika said stop, and then I was frozen for 4 hours and 30 minutes, just like.
Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. What?
Drop fire emojis in the chat if y'all like this song. Drop fire emojis in the chat if y'all like this song.
Believe it. This is all just.
Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace.
She's betrayed us. She's doing something else. I can't believe it. This has all just been a show. Calm down, okay? What do you think happened? Well, Erika said stop, and then I was frozen for 4 hours and 30 minutes, just like.
Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. What? Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. What? If you got something to say, tell it to her face. If you got something to say, tell it to her face. All this is fake and gay, and you know it. I got all the evidence, I'm about to show it. You projecting all your guilt out on us and Candace. We just trying to solve the case, I don't understand it. Are things not turning out how you planned it? We can see it in your eyes and your body language. I see all the threats that you keep sending me, but underneath the jail is where you finna be. Your band of crooked pastors in the pulpit. Every time you speak, all I hear is bullshit. Tell the truth about Charlie Kirk instead of telling me to stop. All I wanna know is which guy took the shot. I need an answer to a question only you would know. Was Charlie Kirk's life a reenactment of the Truman Show? Truman Show, Truman Show. 100,000 of us on your head top. Please stop trying to feed us all this fed slop. Your grieving widow book tour, we ain't listening to it. And free Tyler Robinson, cause you know he didn't do it. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. What? Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. What?
It feels a little fake and gay. Gotta tell you guys, it feels a little fake and gay, and there will be no fakeness and no gayness. It was like one big character assassination, and it wasn't to me. That's what you guys don't understand. You're not attacking me. You are attacking millions of people around the world.
So somebody said, how can one woman make so many people angry? Martin Luther King made so many people angry. Charlie Kirk made so many people angry. See, when there's one person that makes so many people angry, it's because that one person makes so many other people happy and enlightened and spirited. That's why the other people are so angry, because they need to control us. And what happens is they start coming up with ways to set up the person that is making them angry or influencing us to be angry at them.
100,000 of us on your head tie. Please stop trying to feed us all this fed slide. Your grieving widow book tour, we ain't listening to it. And free Tyler Robinson, cause you know he didn't do it.
All right, what y'all think about my song? What do y'all think about everybody wants to hate Candace? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Do y'all like it? So my question is it better than the like button song? That's the vote right there. So vote yes or no. Is it better than the like button song? Did I finally beat my like button song? Thank you. So y'all let me know, is it better than the like button song? Because I'm trying to beat the like button song. It's like I'm in a competition with myself. Yes, better. Okay. Love the song. Okay. Yes, love it. So I beat the like button song. Okay. That's what's up. Yes. Okay. All right. Someone said no. You like the like button song better. Okay, it's fire, but not better. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Like I'm in competition with myself, so I love this. Because I'm like, I'm gonna make a better song than a like button song. All right. Okay, so we have a half. So as y'all can see, I'm making better music. I'm trying to do better and better and better. Oh, okay. Somebody said a lot better. Okay. That's what's up. All right, so the link to go listen to the video whenever y'all want to is on YouTube. So the link to this music video is on my page, and the link to it, y'all can go watch it, listen to it as many times y'all want to, listen to it 1,000 times, and I'm going to put it on Spotify probably by tomorrow. But yeah, that is my official song, and y'all love it, and I appreciate it. Like button song is a keeper. Oh, no, I'm not getting rid of the like button song. I'm just in competition, and I'm like, I'm going to beat this song. That's all. Yeah, because one is an actual song, and the other one is an intro, because the like button song is just meant to get y'all to hit the like button. All right, so play the like button song. You got it. I'm gonna play the whole like button song instead of just the short version. All right, so I'm about to play like button song. Let's see, it's right here. All right, here we go. Here's the like button song. Everybody, every. Hit the everybody, every. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, it's messing up. All right, here we go. Everybody, everybody, hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. What? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be acting afraid. What? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be acting afraid. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city. Wet. Drop your city in the chat. What? Drop your city. What? Drop your city in the chat. Drop your city in the chat. What? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Why did everybody hit the like button? Everybody hit the like button.
Just do it! Just
Yo, y'all's comments are absolutely hilarious. This is actually fire too. Okay, thank you. Somebody said the like button song be having I be jamming. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. All right, I'm about to go look at some football and eat. So I will talk to y'all later. A few more card games left. If you want to get your card game before Christmas, make sure to get your card games. I don't have that many left, so I don't need everybody buying them. But a couple people, you want to get the card game, go ahead and get it, because I don't want to give out no refunds because I'm almost out. So I'll talk to y'all later, and make sure to hit the what did I say? Let me put it. Okay. So make sure to go to the link that I just dropped and go watch the music video again and give it some spins. So I just dropped the link to the Everybody Wants to Hate Candace song. Go hit that link right now and go watch it again. Give it some views. So I'll talk to y'all later. I might go live later on tonight. I'm not sure. So talk to y'all then.